Usopp is back to his usual lying.
That's my boy right there.
And Sanji? He's still a pervert.
Yeah, boy.
Welcome back to the Grand Line Fantasy, everyone. One Piece, Chapter 1136, titled The Country That Awaits the Sun, just dropped, and it was an absolute banger. Let's dive straight into the details.
Let's dig in!
Starting with the cover story. In this cover story, Yamato, Tama, and Speed arrive at a secret base in Udon. Interestingly, this base has a design that resembles Who's Who's helmet. This raises the intriguing possibility that the Tobi Roppo might be involved in the kidnappings we've seen. Hopefully we'll get more information on this in the upcoming chapters. Now, onto the main chapter. Luffy and the Giants are enjoying the grand feast. Amidst all of this enjoyment, we see something interesting. At the bottom of one panel, we catch a glimpse of a character who appears to be Colon, striking the iconic Nika pose. This detail is particularly exciting because as we move deeper into the final saga, more characters are replicating the Nika pose, from Bonnie, Kuma, Kizaru, and now Colon too. Elbaf's arc seems poised to delve deeper into the lore of Nika, and Oda has already teased some fascinating insights further in this chapter. More on that later. Yorul reveals that most humans never make it to the Sun Realm. This could explain why people fear Elbaf and the Giants. According to him, most outsiders only see the underworld and mistake it for Elbaf. On the other hand, we see Usopp and Sanji are back to their usual antics, with Usopp lying to the Giants, telling them how he defeated Oars.
Why are you lying?
And Sanji fawning over the giant women.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's refreshing to see the Straw Hats in their element, especially after the chaos at Egghead Island. We see that the Giants are particularly curious about Jinbei and the Fishman. They're also equally intrigued by Brook, and are wondering what exactly he is. We then see Road apologizing to the Straw Hats for his behavior earlier. What I love more is how Zoro just doesn't hold back, stating he would have dealt with Road if he was not restrained earlier. I love how Gerd asks Zoro not to hold back next time. She genuinely hates Road, doesn't she?
Oh, I hate him.
Road's comment about all giants sharing a dream of becoming the next sun god and rule the world. Yarul tells us about the sacred Harley text. He explains how they were passed down in Elbaf throughout the generations. These texts were written in an ancient language, which led to various different beliefs about Nika's true nature. The Giants debate whether Nika is the god of liberation, the god of laughter, or the god of destruction.
Who exactly are you?
The Harley texts also mention that the world has been destroyed twice before, with Nika's name linked to both events. This leaves the Giants questioning whether Nika was the savior of the world or the one who destroyed it. Jarl describes Nika's appearance to Luffy, mentioning his white hair, white clothes, and the Ikonai contagious laugh. It is surprising that Luffy is listing all of this while eating. That is something that does not happen a lot. For a moment, it seems like Luffy connects the dots about his resemblance to Nika, but he brushes it off, saying, "It has nothing to do with me." Like, come on, Luffy, you were so close. I can't wait for the chapter where Luffy realizes that he is the sun god everyone keeps talking about.
You are him.
Jarl then goes off to say something interesting. He says that Loki had a fascination with the sun god, and his motives for murdering his father may have been influenced by his perception of Nika as a god of destruction. Maybe that's why he acts the way he does. He has this twisted view of Nika and is trying to imitate the same, wanting to destroy the world. Luffy casually asks if Loki is a good guy.
Okay, is he a good guy?
To which the Giants respond negatively. Apparently there was a prophecy before Loki was born, about the king being slain by his own son. The subsequent tragedies of the king's death, Big Mom's attack, the queen's death, and more, may have led the Giants to blame Loki for their misfortunes. Loki's bitterness and havoc on Elbaf might stem from being blamed for those tragedies despite being innocent. Also, I still don't believe Loki killed his father. I think he was wrongfully blamed for that. We learned that up until 6 years ago, Loki was running rampant around the seas, and it was Shanks who stopped him. I love how every time anyone says anything related to Shanks, Luffy's face just lights up. Now, my favorite part about the chapter, Zoro being attentive and alert throughout the chapter. Luffy tells Zoro everything that conspired between him and Loki about the deal to release him. Zoro warns Luffy to be cautious, recognizing that Luffy's admiration for Shanks might cloud his judgment. The most amazing thing about this panel is that it's just Luffy and Zoro talking. We rarely get these two having proper conversations, especially after the time skip. It's also very interesting because it's not just Luffy and Zoro talking, it's the captain and vice captain of the Straw Hat Pirate having a conversation. It is always amazing to see Zoro taking on the role of the vice captain and being serious. Despite this, Zoro is willing to see things through with Loki. He makes sure that Luffy realizes that if things go south, they have to take down Loki. We also have Nami and Zeus joining the team, alongside her new slave, Road. Zeus hilariously explains Road the ranking of Nami's slaves, him being number 1 and Sanji being number 2. Again, I love how Nami and Zoro trust Luffy and do not question him about freeing Loki too intensely. After such a long adventure together, they know their captain and are willing to give him a chance. That was nice to see. On the other hand, in the underworld, Loki has been offered to join the Holy Knights by our intruders. And the way Loki responds and interacts with these intruders make me more and more sure that he is not a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy.
He refuses to align himself with the scum like the Celestial Dragons. We get another look at the Shanks' look-alike. Oda is still hiding the left side of his face, even in the further panels. We see him from the left side, but his face is still covered. It's now basically confirmed that he is not Shanks. So why is Oda hiding his left side? I can't wait for that reveal. We do get the reveal of the mystery woman, whose name is Gunko, one of the gods' knights. Loki asks one of the Beast Wolf of the underworld to attack the intruders. As the wolf attacks the intruders, we get the reveal of Gunko's powers. This is the first power reveal of a god's knights. And by the looks of it, it seems to be a devil fruit power. Unlike the demonic powers that Gorosei displayed on Egghead Island, she has these bandages that are controlled by her. It seems she can move those attacks in any direction she wants, with that arrowhead at the front. She chokes the wolf with her bandages. Shanks' look-alike tries to bargain with Loki as the wolf is being choked. But man, Loki is being an absolute badass here. He proudly says that he accepts his friend's death and wishes him peace in his death. Being a warrior of Elbaf, he would not surrender to scum like them. He shouts the same thing again about destroying the world. I said it before and I will say it again. Loki is not the bad guy. No matter how he is portrayed, I think Loki has the potential to become one of the most amazing and fan-favorite characters in the future. That was it for Chapter 1136. An absolute banger, some lore, some fun, and as always, more questions. A complete package overall. As always, excited for the next chapter. No breaks next week, so looking forward to that. If you enjoyed this review, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world. Until next time, keep dreaming big and sailing the Grand Line.